Oh no, Naruto vs Sasuke copy, blah blah blah, let's just go. Well, not only these chapters has been shorter than usual due to less pages to work with, but it's pretty clear that before the year ends, the mangaka wants to end with a bang. Not with this chapter though, but it holds a significant moment that can lead to the decisive turn of event for their rivalry. Whether it's a fate or not, this transpired the characters to settle the feud. The chapter has more action sequences than the previous one, and they are tense, and I mean seriously tense. It's all thanks to the previous chapters with a really good build-up, leaving the battle with a lot of stakes. It's also nicely drawn with impressive action sequences. Seeing Bakugo utilizing his quirk differently than the typical offense maneuvers, it's exciting to see how crafty the series can get, using explosion as thrusters to reach Deku quicker and use it as an evasive maneuver, showcase how thoughtful Bakugo can be. People tend to think he's just pure crazy and not thinking smart in a battle, when in reality he's really good at it. It's just his attitude needs work. Deku is impressive and he is careful with Bakugo's attack, able to sense out what's going to come next. Each chapter has Bakugo spilling out his true feelings, from knowing about the big secret of Deku to this very moment of rivalry. This chapter focuses on Bakugo's envious feeling of Deku, believing that he has surpassed him in everything. It elevates that this battle has more stakes than guilt and confusion. It now includes the rivalry aspect into the mix. Half the last couple of chapters didn't happen before this one. This would have been a standard fare. Instead, it actually adds more to already intriguing developments. This is why it was a smart move to have Bakugo talk about anything else before the usual routine of a rivalry. It has me engaged with this setup and relationship between the two with something more than meets the eyes. If this moment happened first, I would have been not as engaged as right now. The current run gave me a lot of conflicting impressions of this battle because there's a lot on the line. It highly suggests that this battle must have a conclusion and it will have them set their own path. Bakugo adding his feeling of being downplayed by Deku adds more layer to the established background of this battle. It needed it in the first place despite the standards, but with a mix of others that has depth, it fleshed out the standard into something that feels new. As the old saying goes, what's old is new again. The action sequences are drawn great. It has impressive choreograph with each of the striking blows holding a ton of weight. While the expression isn't profound as the last two chapters, it still holds well with their raw emotions. It's not exactly clear on why the mangaka has been working on lower page count as of late, though it is possible that he's doing so for the sake of the floor plan he has in mind. Since we are at the end of the year, there is a possibility that he wants to end it with a huge bang. It's only a guess though. When you get the bottom of it, it's clear that Bakugo now shares the same feeling as Deku, unable to catch up. It was the best opportunity for him to step in and connect that thought process, as Deku has felt inferior to him. It's a neat segue from focusing on guilt to something that what a rivalry consists. Not to mention, it's believable to see where they're coming from. Nothing feels like it's out of nowhere. Even Deku acknowledged that they may know each other for so long, yet haven't communicated. Here we are, now with fist fighting. It all builds up to Deku's power up, in which he can now use his quirk up to 8% freely. It suggests that this series' way of power up for the protagonist is endurance and adaptation. He has settled with 5% for so long that it's no wonder he is able to handle higher level. It's like workout in a way. Don't go all out on the weights yet. Don't go too high that you cannot really handle. Just adapt to it slowly. It's a perfect time to learn about the increased capability, especially the fact that Deku didn't know that he was ready to utilize it at a higher rate. The cliffhanger is a frightening one. The narrative encourages that Deku has evolved and will continue on as he sticks to his core. That said, it's a bit worrisome. Deku could accidentally damage Bakugo's arm severely. On the other hand, it can be frightening just by looking at the struggle and how the battle could get more tense if it doesn't end right there. It's shaping up to be the end of inner struggle, but it can be the path to darkness as well. This chapter is another really good piece to this battle. No doubt, I fear for the outcome as it can lead to something good or bad, but the mangaka is making sure that we will be left impressed or shocked. One way or another, the outcome is a make it or break it moment. So let's make it before the year's end. I'm giving this chapter an 8. I guess it's a bit tough because this is the first fight between the two that has gotten personal. The mangaka can include the rivalry gone dark storyline, but I don't think it's necessary. I'm not saying because I don't want another Sasuke, even though he isn't the first one ever. The last thing I need is the skeptic being proven right, because everyone is already afraid that we're going to see the similar storyline from top to bottom. Even though they can do it differently, I just prefer to keep it the way it is. Simple as that. So before the year's end, let's make one last wishful thinking for a satisfying outcome. My thoughts are told, don't let yours on hold. Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.